Hey y'all, it's Brittany from Bea Finds Joy, and today we are going to be talking about my joy year. You probably have never heard of it because I made it up. Yes, I made this title up because I am embarking on a year of finding joy in so many different areas of my life. And if you watch my recent video, I'll tag it down below, put it in the cards, where pretty much I had an early midlife crisis and have to just do things a little bit differently than what I did last year. And so I am embarking on a year of doing 24 things in 2024 that I believe is going to bring me lots of joy. And yeah, so I'm just going to share them with you, kind of talk through why I picked them, and definitely in the comments down below, put what is going to be on your joy year. What's on your joy bucket list for 2024? Something that you've always wanted to do or has been on your heart, been on your mind, and until someone like me has come into your space and pretty much said, like, we're doing it, there's no excuses anymore, we're just gonna help each other out. So put down below, as I'm going through my list of the things that I'm going to be doing, what do you want to do in 2024? And I guess this is kind of like a goals list, but for some reason I'm not putting it like my 2024 goals. It's just my bucket list of joy. That's what I'm calling it. And so it's going to be my joy year 2024. And I'm pretty much going to be documenting on here, on my blog that I'm creating, on Instagram, and maybe I'll create a TikTok. We'll see. I'm like pushing it. That's a lot of things. I'm going to share all of those things with you. So let's get started. If you are not subscribed to this channel, feel free to hit that like and subscribe button. We are doing all things around finding joy in our everyday lives and getting to that place where we can have and feel meaningful, feel that we are living on purpose and doing things that make us happy. That's all pretty much what it boils down to. Am I happy? Yes or no? And if the answer is no or maybe, like, what am I going to do to change that to make it a yes? And that is what I am figuring out. So let's dive into it. I'm so excited. All right. It's on my phone, so if you see me looking down, that is why. All right, so the first thing that is on my 2024 joy year bucket list is to learn how to play the drums. And let me preface this, many of these things I am going to be talking about, I am still very much living on a budget. And now more than ever, with us only being one full-time income, I have to be very, very strategic and thoughtful and intentional about how we spend money. And so I'm thinking about ways that I can still do these things that I think are going to bring me lots of joy and things that I've always wanted to do, but it's not going to break the bank. And so, yes, I want to learn how to play the drums. And I've always had this fascination about drums. I was a huge drumline fan with Nick Cannon, and to the point where I could do the cadences. I pretty much can say many of the lines by heart. I used to come home from school, and back then I had one of those TVs that had the VHS in like within the TV, and I thought it was the coolest thing. And I would come home from junior high, I think that's probably when it was, and I would put it in and I would watch it pretty much every single day. And even when it comes on now, I watch it. And there's something about just playing the drums and having the beat. I love music that I am really wanting to do. And it's always been something that I think would make me happy and bring me joy. And so we're going to do it. How am I going to do it on a budget? I'm going to maybe go to YouTube University and see if there's any drum lessons classes that I can take. I'm also going to look at our local music stores and seeing what they offer and seeing if I can get a discounted price or see what's out there. I also have a couple of friends that play the drums, so I might just ask them if they could help me. So number one on the list, play the drums, learn how to play the drums. And this order isn't in any like ranking order. It's just I sat down, wrote out all the things, and that was the main one. The second one, and this is really random, is learning how to play chess. Now, I know how to play checkers. I love checkers. I like board games, but there's something about chess that it just seems like it's so methodical, and like you really have to analyze and you know, get all of the plays together in your mind to like play out the game. And so I want to learn how to play chess. It's something that literally came to mind randomly, and I was like, well, it came to mind, I'm writing it down. And so yes, I'm pretty sure there's 100%. I'm 100% sure that there's some free things online, or even I can, like, I don't know, go somewhere to find it. Chess. The local libraries actually have learning how to play chess classes, so I think I might do that as well. So that's number 2. Number 3 is read 100 books. Sounds like a lot, because it is a lot. Last year I read 45 books, and 16 of them were in 1 month when I was on maternity leave. And now that I am working part-time and a stay-at-home mom, I'm going to have a little bit more time to do some reading. And so I really want to see if I can hit the goal of reading 100 books in a year. But there's some criteria and stipulations to it. So 10 of the books have to be related to my like freedom, the things that I'm enjoying, the things that I like. These are kind of my joy category. So freedom, 10 things have to do with faith. So in regards to faith, 10 things around wellness and fitness, 10 books around finance, 10 books around family, and 10 books around friends. So those are the 6 areas that I really want to base my joy out of, and really find joy in all 6 of those areas. And so 10 of those books will be related to those areas, and then the remaining books will be for fun. As you can see, I have a lot of books, and this column is full all the way from the top to bottom, and these are all books that I haven't read. They're on my TBR list. So I can't actually buy any new books unless I get like a gift card or something, because I have over probably 100 books that I've accumulated over the years that I haven't even touched. So I'll be doing a whole other video around the books that I'm reading every month, and doing reviews on them, because I really enjoy reading. It's an escape, but I want to see if I can reach this goal of reading 100. The next thing is for 12 date nights with my husband. So I should have said this in the beginning, every bucket list item relates to one of those areas that I just talked about, one of those 6 joy areas that I want to focus on. And so just quickly, learning how to play drums is freedom, and this freedom area is freedom to do things that make me happy. Learning how to play chess is under freedom. The reading 100 books is actually going to touch on all 6 areas. The 12 date nights with my husband is going to touch on specifically family. And within family, I really want to be intentional about spending some time with my hubby, and just having that quality time with one another. Day-to-day stuff, we kind of are just doing our things, and we're around each other and doing that, but it's not a lot of quality time. And I think it's really important to add that into our lives to cultivate our relationship every year. The kind of going along those same lines is 12 family activities. So pretty much 1 date night a month, and then 1 family activity a month. I have 2 little boys. One's a toddler, one is going to be a year old at this point. And so I am really excited to think of ways that I can just create some fun memories with them. We did a lot of fun things over the holiday. We went on a holiday train ride. We went on like a light tree, went to a tree farm that had lights all over the place, and just to see them so excited, more the older one, I want to create more of those memories. And so having 12 of those. And if you see me look down, little guy is taking a nap, so the baby monitor is right here. You know, multitasker at its finest, got to get in where you fit in when it comes to recording these videos. So if you see me look down, or if you hear anything, I'm just making sure he aight. All right, so the next thing has to do with the finance category of joy, and that is I want to save $5,000 and put it into an emergency fund. I will be going and doing a whole video around the importance of an emergency fund, why you need one, the benefits, and how it has helped me in the past. I don't have an emergency fund right now. not good. So I want to build that back up. So throughout the year, I want to be thoughtful and make moves to create an emergency fund of at least $5,000. The next one is kind of going along the same lines in that finance realm, is open up a high yield savings account. I don't know why I haven't done that already. Like, you would think I had a budgeting channel before I kind of rebranded. So you would think I would have already had one, but I don't. And so I have to do a little bit more research on high yield savings accounts, but I hear that it's amazing, and to do it and to see how your money accrues over time is just mind-blowing. And so if you have any recommendations of some high yield savings accounts that I should look into, definitely put it down in the comments, because I would love to do a little bit more research before I actually do it. The next one is take a beginner investing course. This again goes along the lines of finance. I don't do any in investing, and I was in this wavelength of like, I gotta get out of debt first before I can invest anything, and it's not the best plan of action, even if I can invest a couple of dollars every month. And so there are a couple YouTubers that I follow that I'm going to learn more about. One really close to my heart, Mommy Trader, is, I think I might have said it wrong. I'm going to be reaching out to her to get more information. I'll link her information down below, just to get me on a beginner level into investing. Again, I'm on a tight budget, but if I can put something aside to go to savings and something aside to do the investing piece, like doing that. I think you could even do investing with the Cash App, or one of the, like, I think it's either Venmo or Cash App, and you could put like a certain amount of money aside, or like put money into like an investment thing. So I'm going to do more research on that. Clearly there's a lot of research I'm going to be doing this year to get me to these goals. All right, the next thing is and this is something that I have wanted to do, or I have enjoyed watching and had this fascination about ever since I can remember, probably since I was in my like early as I was like 10 to 12 years of age. I want to take a sign language class. Fun fact, my degree is in elementary and special education for undergrad, and then I have my master's as well in education. But there was a point where I was actually going to switch majors, change schools, and go to a school for me to get my degree in sign language and interpreting, and it just never worked out. But there's always this part of me that I have to do it. Like, I get so captivated by watching people do sign language, and it's just a way of the world, just like learning another language, and you have like the Duolingo and all of those like babbles and things. It's important to learn sign language as well. And so I'm going to take a sign language class before the end of the year. I was going to actually do it this fall, but with so much, or not this fall, this winter, but with so much change that happened in January, it was just going to be a little bit too much. But I think I'm going to take the fall session, or maybe even the summer, we'll see. But I am so excited. And it's very beginner level. Like, I'm going to be on like ASL 101 or 100. And who knows where it will go. And maybe, who knows, I'll be an interpreter one day. I don't know. But it's something that was placed on my heart really early on. And I even like went to the library. My mom took me when I was in high school, and I would like take sign language classes. And it's cool because my son in his daycare, they learned sign language. And so like we do a little bit of very basic sign language. So, and I want to actually teach the baby sign language. Baby sign is amazing to help with communication and just language development. And so doing that is going to be really important. All right, so the next thing I want to do is, and taking sign language went under the freedom area of joy. The next thing goes under the freedom area of joy as well, and that is volunteer 25 hours. Y'all, again, this is my first time ever not working full time, and I have a little bit more time on my hands. Not really. Like, you would have thought that I would have like stopped working full time and I would have all this time that I'm just like sitting around. It's not. Also, I am taking care of my son full time. Thanks to the grandparents, they watch him a couple days. But other than that, like, it is go, go, go. it's interesting how that works. But anyway, with that, having a little bit more time, I want to be able to give back. And so thinking through some volunteer opportunities, maybe at a food bank. I love to volunteer at the library or something, maybe volunteering something with kids, so maybe like a Boys and Girls Club. I want to be able to give back my time and effort while I can, because I think it's really important to be of service to those that are in need or your community, to just help make this world a better place. So that is number 10. So here we go. Now we're going on to number 11. So this goes along with my faith joy area, and I would like to join a Bible study. I have read the Bible in a year twice. I did the Bible recap with Tara Lee Cobble 2 years ago with my sister and loved it. And then I did it again in 2023 and loved it again. But I do it on my own, but I think there's something special about like being in community with others doing a Bible study. And so I'm trying to find a local Bible study in my area that I could do maybe once a night or virtually. Virtually would be awesome. One of the churches that I stream, they do a virtual Bible study, so I might sign on with them. Or I actually am thinking I might want to do like a women's Bible study as well. So if there's any virtual women's Bible studies that you know of that I could tap into, like let me know. That I would be really, really excited to learn more about that. So that's the faith one. Another freedom to do things that I want and that I believe is going to make me happy is learn how to use Adobe InDesign. I love to create different things, and I use Canvas. Is it Canvas or Canva? Canva. Which one is it? Goodness gracious. Canva. I use Canva a lot. But there's something I think special about also learning the Adobe as well. And so I am going to be taking some classes free. Also, I signed up on Black Friday. They had Skillshare was having a deal for like $80 for the whole year, a membership. And so I could take as many classes as I want. So maybe I could take my chess class on there. I can take my drum lesson class on there. I could take this Adobe class on there. But to learn more about details around the Adobe InDesign is something that I want to do. The next thing going along with my freedom of joy of freedom is to start a blog. I actually already had, this will be my third blog. I had 2 other blogs beforehand that like I started and it just kind of fell by the wayside. And I really enjoyed just like writing and talking like about my thoughts, feelings, what comes to mind. And so I've already started a Bea Finds Joy blog. I've written my first entry. I've created the sign up with the hosting. I just gotta like get it all together. So I've already started that one. But the goal is to, as I'm on this journey, kind of sharing it with you on YouTube and other platforms. I want to be able to also just go into depth on different things on the blog as well. All right, the next thing kind of going along with the InDesign, I want to learn how to create my own website. I've been blessed with people that have been able to do it for a fee. And while I am grateful, it's expensive. And like I said, I'm on a tight budget, which means I got to figure out how to do stuff on my own. And so YouTube University, the Skillshare platform, asking people that actually know how to do it, that maybe they could just train me. I want to be able to build my own website and like eventually I want to create a whole like platform where I sell different things like printables and things to y'all, and I want to be able to do it on my own that like links to Shopify and all that. So if you have any recommendations of like great places to learn how to do that other than the things I just shared, send it my way. All right, so the next thing, I'm really excited about this one, is to start a garden. So I've been wanting to do this for the past couple of summers, but it just never worked out. my dad grew up with a garden in his backyard, and my grandfather had every vegetable known to man. They had an apple tree, which I know that's a little bit, we don't have that at my house. But they had string beans, collard greens, tomatoes, peppers, and all different types of vegetables. And I want to do that, and I want to do it with my dad. I think it'll be really special to do something with him. And nothing wrong with, I'm fine. My mom and I do a lot of things together as well. My dad and I, we bond a lot around reading. But I think this would be just cool for both of us to do, and it gives him like a piece of his childhood that he kind of helped with, but now we can kind of have another generation, and then I can teach my kids how to do it as well. So starting a garden, I know it's not the time yet, but I will start to get myself together of what to do, and then have my dad help me. Maybe I'll even bring him on here, and he can join me in some videos. All right, so number 16, we're on number 16. That last one was a freedom area. This next one is a faith area. So I would like to annotate the whole Bible. Like I said before, I have read the Bible, the full Bible, in a year 2 times, but this is the first year that I actually started annotating in the Bible, and I got a study Bible. I'll kind of doing a whole other video around like what I'm doing for my own personal Bible study. But I found a YouTuber, the heartdive.com or heartdive on YouTube, and she literally goes through the same Bible in a year, but like walks you through it, and like walks you through like each verse, and talk through things that she's thinking about. So like I kind of do my own annotations and then watch the video and just see what aligns, or like what stood out to her. And it's been so refreshing so far. So I'm going to be annotating the Bible, and it's funny because I annotate and it's just like, now why did he do this? Or now, you should have said this or that or done that. Like, it's just so funny how I annotate it. So it's not only like things that I'm learning about from the Bible, but it's pretty much my like own commentary of me reading the Bible. And so let me know if you wanted to like hear some of the things that I pull out of my readings, because some of them are really funny. All right, the next one, number 17, is finance, find the finance area, and that is to pay off my credit cards. Y'all, we have gone from having credit cards to no credit cards, having credit card debt, no credit card debt, having credit card debt, no credit card debt, and we are on the credit card debt again. And so I need to get out of credit card debt in 2024 once again. So we're going to do it together. We are going to do this together. As I keep saying, on this journey of finding joy, finances is a huge part of what brings me joy. I want our family to be financially stable, to have financial freedom, to pay off all of our loans. Well, it's just my loans now. My husband got his paid off. But that brings me joy. And I hope, and I think for most people, being financially stable and having that, structure of their finances brings them joy as well. So I'm going to do all this with you. The next thing is, and these two kind of go together, so it's number 18 and 19. Number 18 is learn how to braid my own hair. Listen here, I have never been one that knows how to like braid my hair or like do much with my hair. When I cut my hair, I did a big chop 2 years ago, and I learned how to do a wash and go and like finger curls and all that. Like, you would have thought I don't know, climbed Mount Everest. I was so proud of myself. But the way that my budget is set up right now, I'm gonna need to learn how to do my own hair. And braiding. Like, I want to learn how to braid my hair with extensions, with like hair added in there. And I watch videos all the time, and I think I'm just a little intimidated. So I'm just going to try it, and I'm going to bring you along because we got to save some money, and I still want my hair to look nice. Going along with that is learning how to do my own nails. Again, since we own a tight budget, I can't be going to get my nails done all the time, and I can't keep doing my own manicures and then them chipping and no lie the next day, or that 2 hours later. And so I've gotten some recommendations from a couple of friends of kits and things that they have found on Amazon actually that have worked for them, and they could just do it every 2 weeks. Like I'll be all right with it every 2 weeks. I just can't do every 2 days. So again, if you have any recommendations of 1, good hair tutorials, and 2, videos or products that you use that will, and on my own natural nails, that I can use that is gonna last. I don't think I can do the press on. They just don't work for me, or maybe I can try. I don't know. At this point, like, we're on a trying stage, but also I need to be on a budget. So please remember that. All right. Number 20, which I might take, well, I'm just gonna keep it out. I'm gonna actually take this one out and move that to next year. Okay. Next thing I want to do, number 20, is I want to attend a conference. It could be any type of conference. When I first did this, I said a book conference because I really wanted to go to like one of those big book conferences with like all the different authors and I can get my book signed. But even if it's a conference about like empowerment or personal development or something that I can go to and just grow and develop as an individual or in the things that bring me joy, that's going to count. So attend a conference is number 20. 21 is to do a DIY project. I love HGTV, and there's a lot of stuff in this house that I could get in order. More along the lines of organization. So a DIY project to really help me like organize this house of mine. That's where I'm at. All right, almost done. So 22 is, and all those, the attend the conference, the nails, the hair, that's all under the area of freedom. Creating a e-course. I have been trying to do an e-course for, I don't even know, at least two years. The e-course is already built out. Every part of the e-course, good to go, ready to go. I just need to sit down and record and like get a platform to do it. So e-course is going to be one of it. If I don't do an e-course, at least an e-book. Like, I'll give myself that credit. But Brittany, like, just do the darn e-book. Like, you got the stuff. Just do it. That's a freedom. The next one, number 23, is to travel to 5 new states. That one, I love to travel and spend time just seeing new things, and most of the time just relaxing and reading my book. I don't got to do much. So travel to 5 new states. Number 24 is to complete a fitness challenge. So this goes along with the fitness areas of joy. So some type of challenge. Before the new year, I did a 100-day fast, which I'll talk about in another video, but I was training to do a 5K, and I was able to actually do a 5K in November or October, and that was exciting. So do some type of fitness challenge. And then going along the lines with fitness is to attend a group fitness class. And it could be virtual or it could be in person, but in person you gotta pay. So I think I might just do the ones on YouTube. Grow with Jo is one that I always really enjoy. She's also a mom of 2, has like, it's really like fun, but also like focused on, you know, just women and our bodies and all the other stuff. And then the other one that I found that it seems pretty dope and they hype up in there is the Fitness Marshal. I also want to find like a step one, because those step classes that I see are lit. They are lit, and I got to join one. So we'll see. I gotta find one. So if you have any that are of any like step classes, that gives me that, like, you know, it's a vibe type thing that's not gonna break the budget or is free on YouTube that I could watch, I'll buy my own stepper. But around my area, it don't hit like they be doing in like the South, and I need to find one like that. So that is my 25 things. So I added one. You know, it's 24 and 24, and I'm like, well, let's just do one for the fun of it. All right, let's just do one more. All right, so those are my 25 joy bucket list for my joy year, and I'm so excited. I'm just so excited. You do not know. Something that I really want to do is document this, right? If this is going to be my year of joy and the year that I'm really like unapologetically going on this journey of like living a joyous life boldly, I want to document it, and I want to be able to look back and be like, you did that, girl. You took the time to really find what was missing, that spark that was missing, that puzzle piece that like you couldn't figure out where it was, that needed to go in this thing called life of who I am. I want to be able to share that with y'all, because, you know, all of us go through moments in our lives where we're kind of like, what's going on? What are we doing? And I think I understand that everyone can't, you know, do it in the way that I'm doing it. But if I can just show that like in every day you can find moments of your life or areas of your life that you can really embark on this happiness and joy and purpose of who you are, then like, let's do it, and let's do it together. And oh, I'm so excited. Like I'm going to like talk to myself in the future to say like, girl, I don't know what this is going to look like, and we're gonna do, I'm coming up with this in this moment, but on December 31st of 2024, I'm going to add this clip into my video that I'm going to create, because I want to do a recap. These are the things that I'm saying in 2024 I really want to accomplish, that I think in my heart is really going to help me on this journey of finding that joy and that spark. And I want to know where we're at, girl. Like, did you do all the things? Did you take a sign language class? Did you learn how to play chess? Did you create a garden with your dad in your backyard? Did you visit 5 different states? Did you find what you were missing? And even if you didn't find 100% that like missing puzzle piece, are you on the path to get there? And do you feel that this was the best decision that you needed to do for your life? And I'm hoping the answer is yes. And so we're gonna see. We are going to see, and we're gonna have fun doing it. Let's just make this year a year of fun, a year of purpose, a year of joy, and let's do it together. So y'all, here we go. 2024, I got 25 things on my joy bucket list. What's on your bucket list? If you want to join me on this journey, hit that subscribe button, comment down below kind of where you're at in your journey and what things you want to do, and I want to cheer you on right along on your way as well. So y'all have a good rest of your day. See ya. Bye-bye.